Get in, nerds. We are playing Victoria 3. We are still in a war with Italy here. We are trying to land. We've got some good landing progress, but I think we're going to need to fight a naval battle. Unfortunately, our allies Zhili Clique are losing more support at a rapid rate on account of they've been re-invaded. So I think Italy is going to take that war goal, but because I don't think I can get forces over there before they capitulate. That said, I can still get my war goal, which is to get Laurenco Marquez. Cuba State Sahara Front. Oh. Interesting. Aristocratic revolt in Oyo. Well. Whew. Alright, that's not in the war that we're currently having, though, so I'm pretty okay with that. Okay, I keep fighting these tiny fleets of Italy's, so hopefully we'll be able to... Hey, here we go. Here's landing battle. Unfortunately, they are winning this landing battle, which is unfortunate. But, let me see. We are winning a battle over here on the Atlantic seaboard, which I am pleased about. We do have some navies defending. Oh, all right. No, yes, that's Italy leaving that. So now, Italy no longer has war support protection, and we do. We don't, but our war support's much higher. So as long as Italy doesn't get back this territory, we'll be just fine. Russia's going after Oldenburg. I'm gonna not get involved in that. And they've broken off their naval invasion, which is just fine. Carl Whitfield, exiled from Lippe. You are a communist. An armed forces communist. Let me see. Great Britain's going after Pontianak to annex them. Gonna not get involved in that. I need a big army reform before I go after Great Britain. I know from the numbers, it does look like I'm winning this battle. I've definitely done more damage to the enemy than they have to me. But it is what it is. Ooh, Peasant Republic in the Korean Empire. That's exciting. I might have to intervene in this. I would love to be able to get a protectorate over there. Especially if that protectorate were Korea, but we'll find out. We'll find out if we can get it. I don't think we're going to be able to get it. Oh my goodness. And there's revolt in the Yunnan Clique. I don't think... Oh, Britain can reach there because of that. Well, fair enough. Let me see. What are you getting out of this, Great Britain? A call ally. Oh, they're allied. Well, it is what it is. Korea, my friends. Subject? No. Subject? No. Alright, so Empire of Korea. Technocratic monarchy. They're homesteading, trying to go to tenant farmers. State, religion, cultural exclusion. Korean Peasant Revolt, Presidential Republic. They're keeping homesteading. They're in consumption-based taxation, which is absolutely wild. You know, I think between these states, I would prefer the Korean Peasant Republic. So let's go ahead and... get an obligation. And there's conveyors, so that's wonderful. Yet another thing that will allow us to make use of our astounding level of... our astounding amount of... oh my gosh, brain. You know, I didn't do any of these. Rural electrification is finished, though. Let's swap over to assembly lines. Stop it, you're more productive, I know you are. Automatic power looms, heck yes. Tooling workshops, assembly lines. Do it. Paper mills. Rotary valve engine. Do it. I know you're profitable even if you're pretending you're not. I'll go to nitrogen fixation for the, Oh no, they don't like that at all. Oops. Alright, that's fine. Now, what about motor industries? I'm always cautious about this. Let's at least go to rotary valve engine. And we'll give it a second to sort itself out. Alright, we'll send the Army of California over there. I don't know why the Army of California has absorbed a bunch of the conscripts from other armies here, but that's okay. We'll send the Army of Dixie there as well. There's the Oyo Aristocratic Revolt. Gosh, I sure hope I've got enough forces there. Hey, law debate success. Wonderful. Italians are trying to invade DC once again. I'm not worried. I'm really not worried. So, moving right along here, what does that do to our power needs? I think it's going to increase our power needs by a lot. Yeah. New York, double. More than that. Okay, so we're going to need to build a bunch of power plants. I don't know what's going on in Vermont. Oh, these places are probably low population. That's what's going on with them. Yeah, basically anywhere where I've got enough levels already and just, like... See, Mississippi, that's the same thing. Missouri, 2 more levels. I'm only increasing if demand's higher than 100. Because those are the only states that actually need it. And it's not that many, actually. To be completely honest. Not that many. I know this is riveting gameplay, y'all, but it's just this is Victoria 3 total economy management, and it's just got to get done. All right, and that's everyone where electricity is overpriced. As it were, you know. Hey, Italy, you want to just give me Laurenco Marquez? Oh, they will. They will accept Laurenco Marquez. Beautiful. But do I want to keep shooting at them? No, I don't. Give me my war goal. Alright, and now we can start incorporating Laurenco Marquez. Which will be nice. Russia has sided with the Empire of Korea. Well, goodness, it just so happens that the American Expeditionary Force is on its way to the front. What an interesting situation we find ourselves in, Russia. With that having been said, I might need to land an army in Ingria. So I'll prepare the Army of the Americas for that. Actually, maybe the Army of the Great Plains. Let's take the Atlantic Fleet and put them here. Can I get the Army of the Great Plains physically closer? Looks like not really. Let me see. Italy is going after an uprising in Hunan. Or a Hunanese uprising. I could side with them if I wanted to, just to be a real jerk face. How funny would it be? They have a Hunanese uprising, and I immediately side with them just to do the same song and dance again? Let's do it. Let's go ahead and raise the conscripts of the Coastal Defense Forces. All these folks need new leaders. Let me see. You're wounded. That's not that bad. We go. Ooh, Wrathful and Artillery Commander. That's a good combo. Second Force, Meticulous Mountain Combat Expert. Absolutely. I know I said I was going to reform my armies after I was done being in a war, but I just love being in a war. American Expeditionary Force, where are you going? Come on, let's get to the front. All of Russia's on its way over there. You need to get going there as well. Let's see. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident that I can naval invade Ingria with just the Army of the Americas at this time. So, or just the Army of the Great Plains at this time. So I think I'm pretty solid on this. Let me see. Journal of Philosophical Studies. Members of the Philosophy Department from the University of Texas have signed a formal petition for the government funding for their next project, a scientific journal. With the foundation of the philosophical studies, we welcome a new era in the scrutiny of the mind. An era of rigorous research and serious experimentation, an era of scientific collaboration among our foreign colleagues, a safe haven in which all investigations pertaining to this topic can be shared. We have no resources for this. Pops in Texas become radical or fund it. That's a big expense. But it gives us extra prestige. Let's do it. And it gives us progress on psychoanalysis. Yeah, I'll pay for that. Whatever, psychoanalysis is fine. I was just looking over here to see who's fighting against the Italians. It's me. 'Twas I. 'Twas I who chose to fight against the Italians. Alright, let's send an army there. Let's go ahead and send... Let's put the army of Dixie here. That's gonna... Okay. Northern front of this war is still secured. American Expeditionary Force is on the way. Let's fight. These fronts should merge fairly quickly, and I've got the Army of California in the area as well, so... Looks like all of our... here we go. In fact, they have merged already. So we'll simply progress directly into Russia, then. Oh, we don't have a land... Because there's a Fengtian Clique. So we don't have land passage into Russia from here, except this area. That said, I don't think we need any. Alright, my naval invasion of Ingria. Army of the Great Plains. Let's do it. Nope, that's not the button. This is the button. Come on, give me appointed bureaucrats. You can do it. I believe in you. The government is not very acceptable right now. And there's war with Italy. Unfortunately for Russia, their armies just got here, but all their fronts are sorted. Does mean we are invading them there. See. There's an invasion East Karelia. What if I sent one of my small fleets? That might work. Okay, how do I create a formation? Okay, but I don't know. West African fleet needs another guy. Let's grab... Ugh. Both of these guys seem not great. You're a Republican, you're a radical. Well, let's grab this guy. Alright, so we'll have West African fleet take the American Expeditionary Force and try to land them at Arkhangelsk. If they defend it, it'll be a problem, but I'm going to hope they don't. And then Pacific Fleet we'll send here to assist. That's okay. I think this war might end really soon, because Russia's only one side of it, and I think we'll just... Oh my goodness. Prussia finally got it together and formed the North German Federation. Something going on in Oman or something. Anyway, we got a lot of events happening. Rousing speech captivates the public. This afternoon, Alexander Quincy, the president and leader of the intelligentsia, delivered a fiery speech advocating for the enactment of appointed bureaucrats. Making an appearance before the public in Washington's main square, Alexander Quincy's powerful rhetoric left even his most embittered political opponents impressed. Excerpts from the speech are already being circulated across the United States of America, fanning the fires of an already roaring debate. This should ease the path to reform greatly, or performances like this reflect well on Quincy and his cause. I'm going to go with the second one. I don't need that enactment chance as much, but more popular intelligentsia will be very good. How's this battle going? We do appear to be winning. Austria's formed a power block. Neat. Oh my goodness. Lots going on here. Hell on Earth. You know the perpetrators will pay for their crimes. And then contentious topics. An event organized by the movement to enact regulatory bodies transformed into a brawl as opponents of the movement infiltrated the crowd. When the police arrived, no participant was willing to give a consistent statement. Most of them had at least one bruise, a cut lip, or a bloody nose. His was much less honorably obtained than most of theirs. He'd whacked his hip against the corner of a table while rushing for the exit, only to nearly run headlong into an approaching gendarme. Two conflicting stories rose to mind. One that he would tell to the detective, and one he would tell to his friends. Give them all a day in jail to cool off, Southern planters salty, or seek charges to the event's organizers, Southern planters extremely salty. You know, I can't really actually weaken this movement, so we'll just give them all a day in jail to cool off. Let them jail! And we'll see what happens when I get here. They've organized a huge defense in Ingria, but I might be able to sneak in over here and not have to worry about it. Again, migration controls, this movement is extremely large, and it might even be said to be in charge, although the petite bourgeoisie are not actually in the movement anymore. But, yeah. Okay, I think this is going to go down, though. This is going to go down just fine. Army of Dixie is going to successfully defend this area, I hope. And we'll see what happens as my armies arrive in Ingria. Alright. So that's the war in Russia sorted out. So let's get another invasion of Italy underway. Hold on, do I need to invade Italy right now? That's actually the question. I don't. Because this is an uprising. I can just sit the American Expeditionary Force down in there and let them bash their face against it. And that will be everything I need. So, Atlantic Fleet, let's go to the Atlantic Seaboard. Secondary fleets will head to the Mediterranean. Did the Suez Canal get built? Looks like no. So we'll just go ahead and blockade Italy in the best way we know how, which is Gibraltar. We'll just revolt in Transvaal. Not sure... Ooh, that's the territory of Transvaal that I want to take. Can I get to nonsense while I'm in a war? I can. 4.6 infamy to annex Oyo. Let's go ahead and do that. Looks like nobody's going to step in, which is just fine. And we've got two armies in Africa, so we'll just go ahead and place them on the two fronts. And that will put us one step closer to holding all of the African territory we want to have. It looks like Benin has also risen in revolt. So... and Belgium is involved. So we'll go ahead and throw a war goal. So Benin is just Benin. So we'll put a conquer war goal on Benin. Looks like Spain... No, just Cuba, not Spain. Cuba's involved as well. Alright, so we'll need to put a few more armies here. I think the Army of the Andes and the Army of the Isthmus. Actually, we'll put the Army of the Isthmus on what I see as the main front here that includes both Oyo and Benin. And we'll put the Army of the Andes over here on what I see as the secondary front. Is someone embargoing me right now? Oh, it's Italy. And Spain. Is Spain embargoing me? Or is this just because we're in a war? No, you are embargoing me. Well, stop it. Britain, are you embargoing me? No, you're not. Wonderful. And Denmark. Denmark's embargoing me too. Let's play Who's Embargoing Me Now? Either you want to make me your overlord? No? Okay. Let's go ahead and declare neutrality here. Chitral again. Get left alone, idiot. Oman. Get left alone. Java. Java, are you doing some manner of anarcho-communism over here? And if so, what manner? Yeah, they're an anarchist commune. Look at that. Council Republic, anarchy, cooperative ownership. That's kind of incredible. Now, what about the bourgeois revolt? Anarchic monarchy. And ethno-state. I'm going to at least keep an eye on this one. Because ethno-state's a bad time. That said, they will not... There are no offers of support I can give them, but that's okay. I don't have to worry too much about this. Senegal claims Guinea. Oh. Senegal is having a Kaabu uprising. Well, I can involve myself in that. I can just take that territory afterward. Frickin' Bugs Bunny-ass foreign policy over here. Dutch bourgeois revolt. Sadly, the Netherlands do not hold any states that I desire anymore over there. So I'm just going to have to declare neutrality on this. And have that be what it is. Alright. Gold depleted in Alaska. You know we can't just let them leave. Oh my goodness. It's happened a bunch of times. We can't just let them leave. Wow, we actually are almost finished colonizing Alaska, finally. Let's go ahead and build some gold mines. We'll throw those all the way at the top of the construction queue, because I like money. Alright, how's this battle going? We are winning. Excellent. And once the American Expeditionary Force gets there, we'll be doing even better. Alright, so... Senegal... Alright. We'll just go ahead and put the Army of the Great Plains right there. I think the Army of Central Africa can go over here, because I don't need to double up. Senegal Sahara front, that's okay. That is what it is. Oh, one of these fleets is not going after convoys. Let's have you raid convoys. Whew, that was almost embarrassing. I almost made a big goof there. Tell you what. Senegal Sahara front. Hey, there's appointed bureaucrats. Wonderful. Did I? Really? Well, gosh darn. I did not expect that front to actually be meaningfully opposed. That's crazy. Let's go ahead and send the Army of California. Probably will not need them, but if we end up needing them, they'll be there. In any case, once these other fronts are closed out, I'll have more forces available, and that'll be just fine. Hopefully this one will get sorted out pretty quickly by Generals Perry Hill and Elijah Skivering. This front needs defending, but again, we'll go there later. Actually, we'll go there now. Probably a mistake, but it is what it is. Alright, perfect. So, this front is closed out, so now the Army of the Andes can go over here to this front that's kind of vulnerable. Happily, the Army of California is already on the way. I managed to take a big chunk of Benin. Okay, they're winning over there, which is not shocking. But again, we're bringing more units in, even as we speak. Naval invasion in Oregon. Well, hopefully the 2nd Coastal Defense Force will defend over there. Let's go ahead and grab the 1st Coastal Defense Force and put them in the area as well, just to make sure. Don't want a repeat of the events in Canada from last time. Alright, and this battle is going badly, but force comparison here is still rock solid, or is now rock solid. It's not still rock solid. It was rock solid before. California and Oregon. Okay, I'm going to have 2 armies there, so hopefully it shouldn't be an issue. Ooh, corporate governance unlocked. Excellent. That's fun. Alright, so this... You goofs. Stop splitting up armies. Alright, now we got a battle here, and that one's actually going much, much better. So, here's hoping we can punch through an Oyo, and just generally get what we want over there. Huh. How did they crush Sudanese secession? How did they... Did they somehow manage to naval invade against an army of 165 battalions? What happened? Did I... What? That's crazy. Absolutely buck-wild bananas. Anyway, let's finish annexing our puppets over here. We're nearly there. And there's automatic bottle blowers for our glassworks. Finally. You'll be profitable and you'll like it. Alright, let's commence the incorporation of Benin. And Oyo will go next. We're still up against Belgium, but I don't think that's going to affect anything. Nobody's invading California anymore, so that should be just fine. Whew, they got a lot of guys here this time, but I'm very confident. I think we can win this. Plus, we've almost got the country completely occupied, and we've got a 90 force comparison, so I'm feeling pretty confident overall. Alright, and that is the enemy fully occupied. Now they will accept annexation. It's very funny that I can get extra war support by also taking extra acceptance possibility by also taking autonomy, but you know how it is. Let there be peace in the land. Alright, and let's get the Yoruba states in the process of incorporating. American Gabon was already incorporated, so that is solid. And we are hurtling towards the end of the year. So, I'm going to need some more bureaucratic capacity, because I'm short on bureaucratic capacity. Let's go ahead, and Benin's probably got a lot of labor available. Let's go ahead and reset production methods in these areas. You know, I never set my my urban centers to doing fully electric streetlights, so let's do that. Alright. And we can put the military industry on assembly lines. That'll be fine. They'll do fine. You need to be able to ramp up and fast. Oh, I never reset production methods in Laurenco Marquez. I'm like, what's going on here? Here we go. And they're probably going to need a power plant as well. We'll go ahead and queue that one up to the first page because we want to get that done as fast as possible. Let's let a week go by and see how that impacts our bureaucracy. The Devil's Railroad. Workers on the railway in Benin are dying in droves due to the harsh malarial conditions and the extreme demands placed upon them. Every mile is marked with gravestones, every track laid in blood. Malady and the scorching heat blister our bodies. We pave the road to hell with our lives. Tighten safety standards. Alright, so bureaucracy issue is not improved. Let's go ahead and build up bureaucracy in Benin. They are continuing to hire, but they can continue to hire from a larger population base. They've got plenty of unemployed pops there, so that should be fine. Now, what about the Yoruba states? Things are going real bad in the Yoruba states. Good place to throw some government jobs in. We'll cut our consumption tax on cars. And we'll throw a decree in of emergency relief, same as we did with Liberia. Speaking of Liberia, that's a good place for some more government, for some government admin, it turns out. Population is going up, but still not very high. Anywhere else we're short on taxation capacity? We are. A little bit in California, a little bit in Oregon. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be fine for now. Let's go ahead and put the government admins above all of the power plants we're not currently working on. Actually, no, that's not the right call. The government admins can be after. The power plants are needed for production. Alright, go ahead and knock that out. Well, I gotta say, the number of radicals sure has gone up now. I think we suffered a little stutter in the standard of living. And I think part of that's due to all these markets that are resistant to us. We'll go ahead and improve relations with Korea. Because I do want to make that happen. The other side of the fence. People started complaining about the difference in living standards between us and our neighbors in Great Britain. After the shop door swung shut, they exchanged a meaningful glance. She didn't even notice you gave her the wrong change. Well, why do you think I'd do it? Her sort, they can afford it. I'll be damned if the British think you can come here and flaunt their wealth, expecting us to just tolerate it. Simply an example of global economic inequality. Britain is still friendly to us. Now I can see why they are, because we deserve it, because we're the best. So good at stuff. Oh, Rudolph Gardner died. The former president of the United States. With that having been said, I think it is now time for us to call it an episode. We've had some kind of awkward wars. I still haven't really mastered intervening in other people's civil wars yet, but, you know, it is what it is. That said, for now I've had fun. I hope you all have had fun, and I'll see you on the other side.